What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the SBC to Glory account or series or whatever you want to say. We're at episode 3 right now guys. I want to thank you guys for sitting here and watching these videos. I want to thank you guys for your incredible support on the series and yeah, just want to thank you guys in general for just being awesome. So with this series, even with me explaining things in detail, and I feel like I'm talking and explaining a lot real well, it still pops up loads of questions about people not really knowing what to do. But before we get into that, I'm not showing me opening the bronze packs today because like somebody in the last video was like, dude, the bronze packs, showing the bronze packs is just a waste of time because we get to see you pack and sell the thing. So you're seeing the same content twice essentially. So as long as I just show selling the bronze items and how much they sell for, like you're seeing right here, it's not really that much of a problem. And so for this episode, and I'll take more impact and more feedback off of that in the next episode, but for this episode I'm not showing you me opening the bronze packs, but you can see by my coin balance is way lower. We started at 53,000 coins. We're fluctuating right now between 25 and 35,000, and I'm fluctuating between those amounts because I'm in a bit of limbo myself. And it goes to show why this series is about long-term profit and savings rather than short-term profit and savings. And before we get into that, because that comment will come, the first comment is from Rickson. He says, "Hey Nep, I want to ask, when is it start to worth to upgrade to rare golds?" I don't really think there's ever a time you should upgrade to rare golds, if I'm being perfectly honest, because the common golds that you get untradeable from the off leagues will be far more usable in other SBCs. Like the SBC that came out yesterday, the team of the tournament SBC, it required 2 Serie A cards. What was it? Maximum 3 from one league. And then that was kind of it. So, or was it maximum 3 from, or what, maximum 3 from one nation or whatever it was. But you could have gone and used like your Ukrainian golds, common golds there, or your, Bundesliga 2 common golds, or your Italian League 2 common golds, or your Austrian League common golds. So you have to judge for yourself really. Do I want to save these cards to save coins, or do I want to use these cards to get 2 rare golds, which is definitely a viable option. I would do maybe the gold upgrade packs, the rare gold upgrade packs, maybe during like team of the season and stuff. You probably have a little bit more luck of hitting something big. But I don't necessarily think it's worth it. I think it's just worth holding on to the golds, unless you get a duplicate untradeable from an off league. Then just go and use it in one of the upgrades, right? And then bang, now all of a sudden you just haven't wasted one card. You might have used 10 others that you might have saved before, but you'll attain those back over time. So that's what I would do with the rare golds. The next comment is from WP7. He says, "What are the dead leagues?" The dead leagues are leagues that don't have league SBCs. So off memory, the Austrian League, the Czech League, the Swiss League, the English 3 and English 4, the French 2, the German 2 and 3, the Spanish 2, the Italian 2, the Chilean League. Like there's a lot of off leagues, right? So, and what you do is you utilize the players from the dead leagues in the upgrade SBCs and the players in the on leagues, like the leagues that have league SBCs, not in the upgrade SBCs, except today. Today being Wednesday, guys, I need you to hear me here. Do not upgrade your bronzes to silvers, or silvers to golds, or golds to rare golds today. Save them today. Open your bronze packs and just hold. And this again comes in line with why the bronze pack method is about long-term profit, because tomorrow when marquee matchups comes, like I did on my road to glory stupidly a little while ago, but tomorrow when marquee matchups comes, if they release a team that requires bronze cards in general or a specific league, because sometimes they'll release like an Austrian marquee matchups, and if you've just dumped all of your Austrian bronzes into silver upgrades, you might miss out on 5, 10, 15,000 coins worth of profit just straight away. Right here, guys, we got the Cardiff centre mid a second time, duplicate untradeable. So I went and built our first tradable gold pack from the Icon SBC segment. I used a lot of the untradeable rares that we already had, and I think I picked up 3 rares or 2 rares. I bought them off the market, and we will be buying some cards off the market even for Humble Beginnings and Rising Talents, which we'll get into later on in the video because we're going to go live and talk about that. But those are what the dead leagues are. Brezialka says, "Good day, Nep. How the F did you get to level 53 so quick on a new account? This is important for the new people as you can buy transfer upgrades and more slots by using your rewards. Love the videos. Keep it up. Well, I've been on this account for a while. This is an account I've used for other like series and stuff over the course of a few years. But even if you don't have a high rated account like this, you can gift transfer pile spaces. So either go onto your account that is high rated and gift the spaces, or ask a friend who's high rated to gift the transfer pile spots to you. So you can get the transfer pile spots no matter what rating you are ultimately. So it's not really an advantage. Everyone has that accessibility. Steven says, why do you only open the 400 coin packs and not the 750? Loving this, by the way. The 400 coin packs are just generally no risk. And you might be like, what are you even talking about? You're like 30,000 coins down. How is that no risk? Well, because in terms of equity, I know people love that word. In terms of equity, we have so much in this club, and I really want people to understand what that is and why that is important. And again, when I get to the last comment, that's where we'll go with it. But in terms of equity, the 400 coin bronze packs are so much better because you're only spending 400 coins, and it's helping you either save hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of coins, or make hundreds, if not thousands of coins. On the 750 coin pack, you need to get something of value to make your coins back. Like on the 400 coin pack, there's 12 items in there, right? If you just listed all 12 of those items, 150 start price and say 500 bin, okay, excuse me, some of them are worth more, squad fitness cards, some players and stuff. You only need to sell 3 cards at 150 coins and you've made your money back. So every one bronze pack you open at 400 coins, you just need to sell 1 card. The 750 coin pack, you need to sell 5 of the 12 cards at 150 coins. Now, obviously, if you hit 2 or 3 squad fitnesses in a pack, brilliant. If you hit 2 rare bronze players in a pack, brilliant. However, the likelihood is, and this is from me opening lots of 750 coin bronze packs over the time, there are certain times where the bronze pack 750s are way, way more beneficial. Usually when an SBC comes out that requires rare bronzes, they just go off through the roof. And when that time comes, we'll get into those packs. But as it is, if you open a rare bronze pack and you get 3 of your rares as like kits and badges, you've just lost so many coins. You're going to struggle to make those 750 coins back. So for me, it's far, far more beneficial to make sure that we open the 400 coin packs because it just allows us to add so much into our club. The next comment is from Will Finn. He says, this is an amazing. Got so many good bronzes and got Phil Foden out of a league upgrade. That was 12k saved off the City SBC. And this comment, I wanted to just bring it up because a lot of people are having a lot of success with this. And I want you guys, if you can, to kind of like discuss your journey. So for someone like Will or anybody else that's turned 100,000 coins into 1,000,000 coins, or 500 players into 3,000 players, tell us your journey in the comment section so I can reiterate that to people, give them your so that people aren't just like, oh, this is one guy saying it's successful and it's not working. I want to hear your success stories so we can tell people about them so that they understand that this is a method that will have great benefit, great rewards for you. But this also is coming into the last comment that we've got for today's video as well. But Jaden Sancho says, hey Nep, I'm enjoying the series a lot and watching it has made me do this myself. I think I may be doing something wrong though. Started at 60k and I'm now on 30k. I've got around 80 individual fitness and 4 squad fitness, and so far I've only been able to complete 2 league SBCs in a Chinese league. I've been doing the bronze and silver upgrades with the dead leagues as you do. I feel like I should have done more SBCs by now. Is there anything you could recommend? No, this is it. This is where we're at, dude. You and me the same, man. You started with 60k and you're at 30k. I started with 53k, and I think right there's 28k in the corner. I haven't completed a single league SBC yet, and I'm still 100% certain that this will be successful. It's just that the problem is when I say that this is long term, it is long term. This isn't something that's going to take just an hour or 2 or 3 or 5. This is something that's going to take 15 or 20 or 25 hours. And as explained in the last video, if you don't have that sort of time to put into this, I will you to not do it. A lot of people seem to think, like, a lot of people have started this and gone, oh, I don't have the time to put in that you have. Please do not do it. This is not for you. You need to have time and patience to make this work. And if you want a great FIFA account without spending money, real world money, then this is one of the ways to do it. As I explained before as well, there are far more ways to make coins quicker. For me, this is just a fun way to do it because it is a grindy process that has a means to an end. And so right now, if you've gone down from 60k to 30k, What I will say is, though, and this is why the last comment is going to be so important, is that you've got more than 30K's worth of other items in your club. So you have made money. You just haven't made coins. And because there are so many different values in this game and so many different valuable assets in this game, coins are only one commodity that is important to have. And so if you're lacking in coins, but you're flourishing everywhere else, your primary goal then is to make coins. And that's why you see me sell a lot of bronzes, a lot of rare bronzes and a lot of bronzes from League SBCs that are worth something, is because at this stage, the commodity of coins is extremely important, as well as flourishing the account. And so we're battling with ourselves. And again, when we get to the last comment, I'll be able to explain it in loads more detail. But we're battling with ourselves for success right now. And it's tough because it takes time. The next comment is from Zach. He says, surely the amount of money you spent on bronze packs could have been invested in a team for a League SBC. You'll see me buy a few players today. And you'll see me buy a few players a little bit later on in the video as well to complete some SBCs. There is an argument to be made again that if you have 60,000, 70,000 coins, just go and start doing the League SBC teams that are really, really cheap. I think we talked about those teams specifically yesterday. If you just go to any major league and just look at the cheapest teams, just go and do them. If that's what you want. If you go to La Liga, you've got Athletic Club is 10,000 coins for a Prime Gold Players Pack. Now, if you snipe those players or get them on bid, you could probably do it for about 8,000 coins. Now, 8,000 coins for a Prime Gold Players Pack is great. It's going to net you a small amount of profit. And you know, then that's good for you. If you hit something big, if you even if you hit just an 84 or an 85 that gives you 10 or 15,000 coins, that's now going to allow you some more coins to go and do, say, the Leganés SBC that says it's 7,000 coins for a premium Electrum Players Pack. Now that's also probably going to make you profit unless you get super unlucky with your golds and silvers. You're probably going to make more than 7,000 coins back off of that. And of course, if you snipe those players and stuff, you might do it for 6K or 5.5K. And that is definitely something that we have to consider. You know, even on this account, do we consider going away from bronze packs and start investing in these League SBCs where they're very, very cheap as well? Another one, for example, is Villarreal is 9,000 coins for a premium gold players pack. Sevilla is 8,000 coins for a prime Electrum players pack. Ibar is 9,000 coins for a small rare gold players pack. Now, if you get 6 dead rare gold players there, you're lucky if you make back 4,000 coins from your 9,000 coin outlay. If you get anything of note, even if it's like an 82 from Man City that's selling for like 2.5K or something like that, then you're going to make some profit. But that for me, that's a risk that's not worth it at this current stage. Maybe we'll change our minds in an episode or two. Maybe we'll hit, you know, if I hit, for example, a couple of Villarreal players out of some gold upgrade packs or a couple of silver Villarreal players or bronze Villarreal players, maybe we'll sit there and say, okay, let's now go and finish that team off for, you know, 5,000 coins to get ourselves a premium gold players pack that we'll make coins off of. That's something that you got to decide on your account at your, you know, with your current setup. For me right now, I'm quite happy doing what we're doing because I know that I've got so much equity in the club, and I know I'm close, not close enough yet, but I'm close to being in a position where we're about to start turning quite big profits. Joppe says, why do you sell the players that you need in a League SBC? Kind of going back to the point mentioned earlier, is because we're in a battle right now between adding equity to the club and keeping our coin balance to open more packs. So sometimes I'm like, look, I just need to sell a player to get some coins. And sometimes I'm like, let me keep a player because it will help towards something that I'm building towards. With Will Brad, he says, what are the other methods of making coins on FIFA? Dude, it's unlimited. You could do trading, you could do investing, you could do sniping, you can do just playing the game, earning rewards. You could do other SBC challenges, like you can add FIFA points. Like if you use every avenue to your advantage, you can make so much more so quicker than what I'm showing here. And I implore people that are not enjoying this slow grind, that if you want more and quicker, this isn't for you. It's still important, in my opinion, to add this to the side of what you're doing. But I don't think that this is for you. If you just want to make 20, 30,000 coins a day, just go and snipe. Just go and snipe League SBC silvers. Just go and snipe golds that are important for teams. You can make coins easy. With the coins that we have, if I go down to 10,000 coins and had nowhere to go on this series, I'd probably start doing that too. I'd probably start, all right, guys, I've only got 10K. We're in a bit of trouble with ways of coins right here. Let's start sniping some players and build ourselves back up to 20, 25, 30K and then start opening bronze packs again. Because as I say, the bronze pack method is about the long-term profit, and the long-term profit genuinely consists over the course of the entire FIFA cycle, and it's not just about 1 or 2 days. So with the last comment before we move to live, Jacob says, I just hate that this is taken away from potential time on the Road to Glory. I love the idea of this mini-series, though. It's not taking anything away from the Road to Glory. If you want to watch the Road to Glory, I'm streaming it every day, 5, 6, 7 hours on mixer.com/NepentheZ. And as you saw yesterday, the video on the Road to Glory went live. And tomorrow, also, it'll be a video on the Road to Glory. So that is going to be the end of the post-com section, guys. We're about to go live onto the account now. We've got a lot of things to do live and to get into the final comments. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so here we are live on the account, and the final comment is from Josh. He says, I put 200,000 coins into bronze packs, and I can't sell any fitness cards, and I'm waiting on Weekend League to sell squad fitnesses. However, I've completed half of the CSL, but now I cannot pack any more bronzes I need for the SBCs I have completed. Any tips? I feel like I'm wasting my coins at this point. The point of bronze pack method, the point of this series, the point of all of this is not to make you complete League SBCs or to make you open bronze packs. It's to allow you to, it's to enable you to create an account full of wealth for minimal cost, for no real world money and at a good pace. And the reason why I'm focusing and honing explicitly on this method is because people didn't believe that it worked. And still to this day, people don't believe that it works. And people believe that myself or Nick that's doing this or Frog that's doing this or any other content creator or viewer right now that is doing this, the League SBCs, people believe that they're only seeing profit because they already had loads of stuff in their club and they're not actually making coins. So what I wanted to do was show that, hey, even with a small budget and nothing in the club, just by doing this method, you can make coins. Now, what I kind of tried to explain so many times and what I think is still important to reiterate to you guys and to make sure that you fully understand is that if you are also only doing this method, you are looking at 20 to 30, maybe even up towards 40 hours input before you start seeing big returns. And so if you don't want to put that time in, go and play squad battles, because playing squad battles, even to a low rate, right? Even to like Silver 3 or something like that, which takes like, what, 2 or 3 games, you will get coins and packs and match coins. It will give you income. And go and play FUT Champions. Even if you get yourself to 6 wins, which is a decent starting point and something that everyone should realistically be able to do. Even if you can get yourself to 6 wins, it's 10 more thousand coins, another premium gold pack, 2 jumbo premium gold packs, and a player pick. It's an important commodity, and getting yourself to 6 wins might also earn you 4,000 rivals points. You know, if it takes you 10 games, and those rivals points will get you more packs. And so if you are struggling for coins, if you're, you know, if the currency you're struggling for is the coins, go and do those things because it will help you. You can see here, I'm still selling some cards. We hit another Traore there, he sold. Some of these cards aren't really selling for much. Some of them are selling for a bit, but all of them came out of bronze packs. Now, as you can see, I sold 4 fitness cards at last, and fitness cards are definitely something that are really hard to sell right now. And that's why I'm selling a lot more players than normal, is because that's how I need to retain coins. Now, if you look at my account, you think to yourself, you started with 53,000 coins. You're now down to 26,000 coins. You know, I'm essentially down 27,000 coins. Almost half of my entire budget has gone. And for that, you got to be like, well, how on earth then are you expected to make any coins if this is where you're at? Now, that Iron Robin has not sold. I also accidentally listed 10. Oh, no, sorry, that Ribéry. Yeah, so we're going to list him back up again for 3 days and just get him gone again. Off of the account. And then I also had some fitness cards that I accidentally listed up for 3 days as well, because it stays on 3 days listing. But if you think to yourself, okay, you're 27,000 coins in coins down, so how are you making money? Well, the thing with this series and the thing with this method is about not just making coins, but about saving coins. And if we talk about just making coins, just on the trade pile alone, you know, even if we're only selling 4 fitness cards an hour, we're making 800 extra coins an hour. After a couple of days, I'll be back up towards 50k. If I didn't open another bronze pack from that, I didn't open bronze packs now for a week, right? And just sold even if we take, let's say I'd started selling every tradable item I've got. I started listing up all my bronzes from all the League SBCs. I'd get up towards 100, 120, 130,000 coins, no problem at all. We've got a squad fitness card there. We've got a couple of rare bronzes and a couple of other bronzes. Another squad fitness card there. We've got the gold Kostic there that I packed about 20 minutes after he came out of packs as a man of the match card, which was a bit disappointing. Another couple of bronzes sitting here that will sell. A couple that won't. I need to relist him down about 800 coins so I can get rid of him. And just on the trade pile alone, even if we ignore the individual fitness cards, there's about 5,000, 6,000 coins worth of content there that will eventually sell. Now that's going to put us back up to 31 or 32,000 coins. And so you think, okay, where's the other 20,000 that you're missing, you know? And so that other 20,000 that we're missing is here. 654 players we have in the club now that have a value, an equity of more than 20,000 coins. So although in terms of coins specifically, we are down in value, in terms of value specifically, we are well up. So we've still got a couple of, we got this tradable guy here, which I picked up for 350. We've got this guy that I actually bought for 600, and I'll show you why in a second. What is that? Shimizu. We bought him for 600 and he's selling for about 1,000. I got him on open bid to help complete with the SBC. So I could sell him and make 1,000 coins back again. But there's another 600. Well, they're right there, guys. There's 1,000 of my coins right there from the coins gone. And then you see all these bronzes. If I wanted to, I could start selling all these bronzes. I don't have many. We have, what's that, 10, 18, 19. We have 20 bronzes. Now, I know for a fact I can sell those for a minimum of 200 coins each. That's 4,000 extra coins. If I sold them for 400 each, which some of them would go for, that's 8,000 more coins. So if we get up to like 31,000 off the trade pile, we've got 1,000. I could get another 2,000 here and another 8,000 off of this. That's another 10,000 back. We're now up to 41,000. Now we're only 11,000 coins short of where we started. And I have hundreds more players in the club, which some we could sell. Like this guy, I don't know if he'll sell. LA Galaxy, maybe he will. I could probably list him for 200 and eventually sell, but there's loads. But if I wanted to get more than the coins that I started with, I would just start listing every single one of these cards up for 200 or 300 or 400, depending on how valuable they are. And in time, they would sell. And this is why I'm talking about this series being based on time rather than anything else. It just takes so long. Like all of these bronze cards would eventually sell, right? If we ignore these bronze cards and think about where else our coins have gone, again, this is why this is important, because it's not about how many coins you've necessarily made. It's also about how many coins you've saved. And right here, so we have a Girona midfielder there. So if I go and have a look on Futbin as to how much Girona costs, if Girona is like a 6 or 7k SBC for a decent amount, I might sit here and say, do you know what? Maybe it's time to do Girona. So Girona is 6.65k for a jumbo premium gold pack. So 6,000, probably 6,000 on bid or sniping for a 15k pack. Do I think that's worth picking up right now? Not for me. If I had 3 Girona players, I might be interested. We've also got a Hertha Berlin player, an Augsburg player. Augsburg are quite expensive. We have another Hertha Berlin player, actually. So we've got 2 Hertha players. So if we go now to the Bundesliga, if Hertha Berlin is relatively cheap, which it is at 7,000 coins, it's for a small rare election players pack. So that'll give me 3 golds and 3 silvers, all rare. And I've already got 2 of the players. So I could probably do that for about 5,500 coins. Now, again, that would be a risk. Maybe it would pay off if we hit something okay. We don't necessarily have to hit walkouts or anything. Even if we hit an 84, that's a risk that pays off. I'm personally just not willing to make that risk right now. But if you see these players, so where has our coins gone? Even if we took these at 400 coins each, which obviously they're not worth that little, we're looking at 1,200 more coins worth of players there. 1,200 more there is 24. Another 1,200 there is 36. That's 4,000 more coins worth of players in golds. And then 3 more right there. So with that being a rare, there's 5,000 coins worth of gold players that I've added into the club that's going to save me in the future. And so it's not necessarily about making coins. If we look at the bronzes, the fitness cards, the trade pile, the golds untradeable, and then the silver untradables that we have so many of here, this is where my coins are. If we look at the big silvers, we've got a Cardiff City silver there. That's going to save me so many coins. We've got 2 Angers silvers. We've got the Strasbourg silver. This is all about saving me coins. Now, if you're doing, as I say, if you're doing just this method that I'm doing, these coin savings, they won't come into effect until 25 or 30 hours down the road. If, however, you're also consistently playing the game and adding more into your club via doing other SBCs, the daily team of the tournament SBC, or doing the squad battles or foot champs or foot rivals, these savings you'll be able to realize a lot quicker because you don't mind spending on completing a team here or there, right? And so for this current SBC that's in there today, what's the team of the tournament one? This is a chat. Is that there for another? Oh, it's only there for another hour. So the team of the tournament that's there right now, this costs, according to EA, 6,000 coins, and it gives a prime Electrum players pack. See, now for me, this might be something that is worth doing for us. We would need 2 Serie A players. I don't even know if I have 2 Serie A players, but if we could build half of this with, is it just gold only as well? Look at that. We actually have Cristante as well from the start of the game. That pack, you know, everyone has one of these. Now we're in a point where we could actually build this team out, even if we had to pay a few, because for a prime Electrum players pack, we're getting 12 players, 6 gold, 6 silver, and all tradable, which will bring us some coins back. So we would need 8 golds, which means we're afforded the luxury of getting 3 bronzes. Now there's a few cards that I don't mind opening up in terms of bronzes. I don't want to use those. Don't want to use him. If I actually go to one of the league SBCs that are just low tier cards. So if we went to the Dutch League SBC, we only have one there. The Australian League SBC, as long as it's not from Central Coast Mariners, which we have 3. So I could put this guy in and this guy in, because at 52 and 53 rated, they're super, super, super low value. We could put those 3 in there, which gives us a huge chem boost, right? Now is where your off-league cards are going to come in. I need to put in 6 more gold players, but I only need to pick up 30 chemistry. So the same nation is max 2, actually. Let me get this guy out and get that other Australian, this guy in. That's still going to give us a good amount of chemistry, 47 there. That's because of the club. If I now go and look at my gold cards and see what we've got going on, we might be able to get somewhere close to finishing this. Now, we've got a Spanish there. We've got a couple of Brazilian in the Russian league. A couple of Germans. Could use these guys. Now, of course, these would save us in terms of the SBCs that we would want to do when we get to these leagues. But since we're not doing the leagues right now, these are absolutely fine to potentially get into. So same nation is max 2. So we could put these 2 guys in here. That's another set done. We could put in this guy and the German left back here. Now, these are all from upgrade methods, right? We're now a few chem points short. So if I have a right mid, and then we could just go and buy a centre back. So I don't have a gold right mid. Do I have a gold centre back? Okay, so we've got Rekic. And he gives us good chemistry. Now, you see here, guys, we're about to get into a position where if I swap those around, we'll be able to get the chemistry here. This is it done. And I'm actually going to turn this in now. And the reason why we're able to do this is because of the upgrade methods. So now we're about to get 12 tradable players. Maybe we hit something huge. Maybe we don't. Either way, we're now going to be able to turn these untradables that have saved us coins into tradables that can either continue to save us coins or make us coins. And for me, yes, these have League SBC cards that we could go and complete. But because we've managed to build together this team of the tournament challenge, this is a big win for us now. We've now turned untradable bronze pack methods into a tradable pack. And the other thing that I've done before we go and open the packs, because we've got 15 packs to go here, is I went and bought 4 bronze players. Now, buying bronze players you might think is a bit silly, but we bought 4 Polish players for 150 coins each. So 6 more 100 coins spent. And the reason why we did that is because we were very close to completing the next icon segment. And you'll see by today's title of the video is we've completed, an icon segment or whatever. And we already did Rising Talent earlier in the video with untradable silvers. I bought, I think, 2 silvers for it. We also now can complete Humble Beginnings because of purchasing the 4 players. So if I just swap to my bronze centre-back. So we bought 2 Polish centre-backs. Pop him in there and pop him in there. We bought a Polish CDM and we bought a Polish left mid. And I went and bought those guys because for turning in, essentially it's costing us 600 coins. So the price of 1.5 400 coin bronze packs, for the price of 1.5 packs, we're getting a tradable silver players pack. And that's why I say the long-term profit is there. It's just about how you attain it. And so for the end of today's video, we've got ourselves a 3 common gold players pack, which I also used off-league silvers to upgrade to, and we can pick this up now. We've got a prime election players pack that's tradable and a silver players pack that's tradable. And even if we don't hit anything of any note, we're now in a position where we're able to pick up probably another 10 to 12,000 coins. So we get ourselves a couple more SBCs there. We now have 2 or 3 Brazilian golds as well. So if there's a nice daily SBC that comes out, you know, today's videos here, we're now going to be able to complete that as well in some manner. And if the daily SBC requires bronzes or silvers, we can always make really good profit. So this pack here, guys, is tradable. So if we hit a good card here, let's see if we do hit a good card. No, none of the huge cards. Dundee is an okay card to get. See, now I can just start selling this. So this guy will sell for 700 coins. It's going to put some coins back in the bank. Korean League card probably won't sell. Now you've got a couple of choices with the tradable off-league player. You can either try and list him for 200 coins. You can use him in an upgrade, or you could do what I'm going to do is save him. Because if EA did a SBC that requires silvers or Koreans, bang, he's going to be worth a bit. Herrera here, we're going to be able to sell for about 400 coins. Nothing major, you know, we're not talking like big money. The Funkao player, he might be worth a bit. 700 coins on him. We'll take some coins from Witty there. Switz player, not going to be worth anything. This guy might sell for like 200 coins just because he's Spanish. But I'll hold on to him. And this guy, what are we saying for left wing Italian? So there's nothing less than 1,000 after 20 minutes. So I'm going to drop him for 800 and see if he sells. A couple of Leeds players as well. So he's going to go for about 600 coins. And a Swansea player too. He's going to go for about, well, there was one for 500 there. So we'll list up for 450. Another Korean player that we don't, you know, we've now got 2 players that we can link. And then another Leeds player that's going for about 400 coins. And then our rare silver, Botaka, he is selling for about 800 coins. So this is where we've now picked up some coins back. Not a major amount of coins. Again, you got to get kind of lucky if you want to get that. But in terms of overall equity in the club, we've got way more than what we started with. And that's important. And what I think is that people, this is where I don't think people understand it. Because with what Josh said, you know, he put 200,000 coins into bronze packs. He can't sell fitness cards. He's got, feels like he's wasting his coins. If you've put 200,000 coins into bronze packs and done the upgrades that I've done, look at that. We've hit an Empoli centre-back there. Another 1,000 coins worth of cards in the club. That's big. If you've done everything that I've done, with that 200,000 coins that you put into bronze packs, you've probably put 500 or 600,000 coins worth of items into your club. Now, if you've got that much value in your club, use it. Go and find a team that costs 7,000 coins normally that you've got 3 or 4 players from, because now that's only going to cost you 5,000 coins or 4,000 coins for a tradable pack that will get you more back. And continue the cycle of exactly what I'm doing here. I'm not waiting for every last player to be packed before I'm like, okay, let me go and do something with this. No, we're definitely in a position where we don't mind buying 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or even 5 or 6 players if it fits. Like, for me personally, if I have, you know, Athletic Club, 10k for a Prime Gold Players Pack. If I have even 3 or 4 Athletic players, bronze, silver or gold, I'm probably going to go and buy the rest of that, because then I'm looking at about 8,000 coins for a Prime Gold Players Pack. And I know I'm going to make more money back off that Prime Gold Players Pack regardless of what we get in it. 6 rares, 6 commons, we're going to make some money there. And that's where this is long term, right? In terms of saving you coins long term and making you coins long term. And that's why this series is going to not be an everyday series, is because it's important for me to wait for the times to realize the coins. And this series might take us 3 or 4 weeks to get to the end goal. And if that's the case, that's the case. But I promise you we'll get there. And the reason why, again, the bronze pack method is so important long term is because on marquee matchup days or during promo days, or promo weeks where EA release SBCs that require bronzes and silvers, that's where you get to cash in. So the last 3 weeks, it hasn't really been too heavy for bronzes. 3 weeks ago, the Russians were very sellable. But this week just gone, none of the marquee matchups were really useful for bronze cards. They all required bronzes, I think. In fact, we can go and have a look at marquee matchups, because we might even be able to complete the odd marquee matchup segment here or there. And in fact, for marquee matchups in general, I forgot about that. We might be able to just do marquee matchups. Marquee matchups is 15k from scratch, and it gives a gold pack, a premium gold pack, a small gold players pack, a premium gold players pack, and a prime gold players pack. So now that's something that we're going to focus on and complete. I've got about an hour to do it before Marquee Matchup. Oh no, Marquee Matchups resets tomorrow. But we'll go and have a look at it anyway. But here we go with the Prime Elections Players Pack. Now, it doesn't matter what we get here. No walkout would be better for us to prove that the system still works. No boards either. And now you get to see again where this all comes from untradeable items. And we end up hitting some nice stuff in terms of silvers. This guy's quite important. He's selling for about 1,000 coins. So we now get to make 1,000 coins back from him. This guy might be selling as well. An Italian League centre-back. So that's another... Oh, he was there for 500. So we'll drop him up for 450. This guy could sell. Al Fateh right back. He's a big card. There you go. Look at that, guys. Now, I'm going to sell him. I know he's going to be potentially useful to me in the long term. But I'll take 8,000 coins for him. That's a nice big coin boost. Al Hazem, I'm actually going to keep him. Do you know why? Because we needed him. We've nearly finished Al Hazem. And he is one of, I think, 2 players that we needed to finish it. A Leicester player and a Lyon player. A couple of players here. And now you see these guys, like Wanyama, I think might be a little bit more expensive. No, but now I've got a few players here that I could either sell or I could keep or I could discard. And I'm going to keep them for the time being because, again, if Marquee Matchups on Thursday, tomorrow, is Spurs. Who are Spurs playing and what is the odds of them having Marquee Matchups? Spurs are playing West Ham. They might do Spurs-West Ham as marquee matchups because it's a race for the top 4. It's not like they've been really weird with the teams that they pick for marquee matchups, but they might do it. They might not, but they might. But that's now more players, and now we're starting to already see a big turn of profit because we've got ourselves a few players that are selling, and if I sold up everything now, even just the immediately sellable players. And look at that, three more squad fitnesses or individual fitness cards gone there. Have I just listed those cards up? Oh, tell me I haven't. Tell me I haven't. Oh, I have. This is why I had fitness cards on there for 3 days. Every single one of these is listed up for 3 days. Now, this guy will sell anyway within the 3 days because at 8,000 coins, he was the cheapest anyway. He will sell, and some of them will tend to sell over time. I can't believe I've done that. I've just made it so much more difficult on myself. So much more difficult. And yeah, these fitness cards were there for 3 days. And so you've seen live on camera there some of the stuff selling. If I just, yeah, there we go, 1 hour now. Some of the fitness cards selling. Those silvers. Now, the fact that they're there for 3 days might actually help because they will be there all the time. But the problem is now, really big problem, is if Marquee Matchup comes out and these are worth loads, they're just going to sell for whatever they're there for. Obviously, nothing massive there other than this guy at 8,000 coins who will undoubtedly sell 100%. We've got 3 more sales there. Squad Fitness and another player and something else sold as well that's not on the market and something else sold as well. But in terms of marquee matchups, I am going to complete marquee matchups for tomorrow, well, for the next video. In fact, I might try and fit both marquee matchups into it because marquee matchups is always a great profit maker. So we've got, oh, look at that, J-League. So we can do the J-League. Now, this is a beautiful thing again because you need just 1 J-League player. And in fact, we could probably use more than 1 J-League player here because we have loads of the really low-end J-League players that don't sell for anything, the 55s and 56s and stuff, you know. So if we actually go low to high, what you'll notice from here is that this guy will just never sell. Now, we need 4 clubs and 2 leagues with 75 chemistry. So if we put in 1, 2... I've just done a clear out of the players, so I don't mind putting anything up to 55 rated in here. I think you guys already know that that's my rule, right? 55 rated is the minimum rating. We will pack these guys so many more times from the bronze pack method because of the types of players that they are. They just come out so often. So that's there. Now I need 75 chemistry, so I'm going to need another midfielder or preferably a defender. There's a defender. And just to show you guys that this guy is worthless, you know. 200 coins, 200 coins, 200 coins. So many of him at 200 coins because he just doesn't sell. So we pop that in there, and now we just need a second league. So if we go and get our low-end bronzes as well, we can even take a low-end bronze from, again, a League SBC. St. Johnson goalkeeper that's 48 rated. I can almost guarantee that he will not sell. Maybe I'm wrong and this is a guy that's worth like 400 coins or something. But no, there's so many here again at 200 coins. There's no way he's selling. So that's going to give us now a gold pack for just items in the club. Now, again, this gold pack might be worth less. Might be terrible. Probably will be terrible. But we're going to get 3 more golds at minimum players. Maybe 4 or 5 if we're lucky. We might get a consumable that sells. So he won't sell. He won't sell. This will sell. This will sell. The healing won't sell. The engine will sell. And this won't sell. Now we've got 3 more players again. Another Hanover player, a Racing Club player, and a Monterey player. But now we keep these. Because again, if they're useful for marquee matchups today or tomorrow, we've saved the coins on that. And if they're not useful for marquee matchups, we can use them elsewhere. So next up is New England versus New York Red Bulls. So we need just 1 MLS player, which again, I know we can do. MLS, and we go low to high. And from the MLS, let's put in this guy because he's so low rated. We need 4 leagues, 3 clubs, 3 rares, and 80 chemistry. So 4 leagues isn't really a problem. It's the 3 rares is going to be a bit of an issue depending on where we go from. Now, we could take England 3 and England 4. But I don't have too many players from them in general. Oh, perfect. I've got loads of England 3 players already. And a fair few England 4. So let me get the England 4 guys and put them in and see what we are with chemistry after these. We've got a left wing back we could throw in there. He can go in there. He can go in there. And the left back can go in at right back. We only need 80 chemistry. And then for England League 1, we've got this guy. Kind of need some centre mids really to be able to make this work. Because otherwise we're never going to get the 80 chemistry. 54 chem there. That puts us up to 58 chem. Yeah, this is where we're gonna struggle a little bit. We're gonna struggle with the chemistry. We need a 4th league, and I need a goalkeeper, and I need lots of chemistry. Now, from the 4th league, we can get if we just go for 2 like low tier centre mids from whatever league SBC we've got, we can get some good chem, especially if they're perfect links. We'll be able to pick them up. And so here from the Chinese league, so we've got a lot of Chinese league players here. I might just do that and that. Where are we with that now? That's 64 chemistry, and we need 1 more rare player. So we can put in him as well. Let's just double check that he's not a 3, 4, 500 coin player. No, he's not. He's a 200 coin player. So again, I'm happy to turn him in. The issue we have here is we do not have the chemistry. And the way to get the chemistry is going to be... How are we going to get the chemistry here? How are we going to get the chemistry? So we're 12 off. It's that centre mid spot. If I put another Chinese league player in the centre mid, and then even a right mid from the Chinese league as well, we'll be able to do it just with the Chinese league players. So we'll put in Wu Wei in there. That gets us to 60 chemistry. In fact, we might be able to do loads more Chinese league players all around. Then we go bronze right mid because there's very few right wings. There's another Chinese league player, so that's him in there. So now we're only a little bit of chemistry out. So let's swap this guy in for another Chinese league player. And I know that Chinese league is a league that we want to focus on for the league SBCs. But because these cards are worth so little, you know, the 51s, 52s and stuff, the reason why they're worth so little is because they don't even go into the team SBCs, you know, the specific team, because they're not high enough rated to meet the rating threshold. And so lastly, if we actually go for a Japanese league centre back, surely we've got one. Wait, is the Chinese league going to work? Not quite. And we've got England 4, England 3. Let's go Chinese league, and see if that helps. That's only 78 chemistry. That's pretty tough. Although, if we did that, and then swapped him in for a goalkeeper, we're going to be able to do this anyway. Regardless of what happens, we're going to finish marquee matchups, which is going to be great. I completely forgot that marquee matchups even existed. So if I put him up there, and then put a Chinese league centre-back here, this is going to get us our chemistry. And there we go. That should work. 78 only again. We've got our 3 rares. Let me pop... Let me go and see what other rare we've got. Because if we can get a rare in there that's a bit more... that's a bit better. So we could put this guy in as a left mid. He'll give us the chemistry. I just want to double check that he's not like a 5, 6, 700 coin player. He is 500 coins. He is a 500 coin player. I'd prefer not to use him. I'd prefer to use an untradeable silver in there, to be fair. If we've got a not that untradeable silver, because he's very expensive. Have we got any other midfielders, left or right? Ødegaard. Yeah, we can use him. You know, he's from an off league. Oh no, he's from the Dutch league. And he doesn't help us anyway. I'd need a left mid. Let's have a look what we've got. Don't want special, want any. And then left wings. So we've got Advisage. I could use him. I mean, again, he's from Willem. He's untradeable. He's a means to an end. He helps us a little bit. You know, he saves us coins for this SBC. It gets us a small gold players pack. So there you go. That's that one turned in again, dudes. And we're now up to 34,000 coins. And we're getting ourselves another tradable pack. It's only a small gold players pack. But anything here could be helpful for us. Again, 6 brand new players. Tradable as well. So if they become worth something, Correa is actually a decent card to get. Yeah, he's like 1,000 coins because of the SBC that he's valuable for. And Perrin as well is always about 1,000 coins. So that's another good little addition to the club of players and coins. And I was going to do the rest here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save these for the next video. No, I'm not. Do you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go and do them. I'm going to go and buy them, and I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm excited right now. I tell you what, do you know what? I got so caught up in the bronze pack method, I forgot about the fact that this is an SBC to glory. Not League SBC to glory. That is definitely one of the primary focuses, but this is an SBC to glory. So for Inter vs Roma, I had to buy 3 players. So I bought Brozovic, 800 coins. I bought this left back here for 200 coins, this left back for 200 coins, and this goalkeeper for 200 coins. I cost myself stupidly 600 coins there, specifically from the 3 bronzes, because I should have had those already, but I traded them up. I had already League 2 bronzes, or like Italian 2 bronzes that were worth nothing that I put into silver upgrades. My silly fault again. We're all learning here. And then I used some more Chinese League bronzes, a couple of Championship bronzes that don't sell, one SPFL bronze that doesn't sell, this De Rossi who is untradeable for us, and that gets us a premium gold pack for completing that. And then for Man United, you can see here we're still at 29,000 coins as well, which is great. Man City versus Man United. I had to buy a fair few players for this, but not too many. So we bought Fabricio for 700. We bought Diego Rico for 650. We bought Lindelof for 1,300. Biano, untradeable Brazilian. João Moutinho we just packed, so we didn't have to pay for him. Wanyama we also just packed. I bought Luke Shaw for 1,300. We got Bobo untradeable and Austin untradeable. So we spent next to no coins there, and we get ourselves 2 very important packs. The Prime Gold Players Pack for completing marquee matchups, and what is it? A Premium Gold Players Pack outside of that. So now we're at 29,000 coins. We've had 10 sales. Well, I hope it's some silvers, honestly. I really hope it's some silvers. Okay, so some of those silvers, thankfully, have sold. Some of the low-end bronzes are selling as well. Another fitness card is selling, guys. So only 1 fitness card sold there, but happy days. And more importantly for me, wow, almost all of those silvers are sold. That's brilliant. That's honestly, I need to change the prices of some of those bronzes. I've got to remember to do that at the end. So we've only got a few bronzes left with this, silvers with this guy. He will sell. He's the most expensive player to complete that team. So he'll put us back up to what, we're at 29. He'll put us back up to 37 with everything else going on. We're almost at 40k. We've got a whole bunch of tradable items now in the club. We're starting to build our tradable foundation of cards here. Tradable silvers as well. That Rodolfo. In fact, let me go and look at Al Hazem. Before we open these packs, before we get out of here for the end of the video here, let me go and have a look at Al Hazem. Because I have a feeling I might just be purchasing 1 player to complete this. So Saudi League. Al Hazem. He's just already going to be... Yeah, we're very close. I know we're very close to Al Hazem. We literally needed 2 silvers, I believe. It's easier to go the other way, isn't it? Yeah, I needed 2 silvers, I believe, to complete these. And we've got 1 of them right there. And we picked up a left back today that's nice and high rated too. So we could put this left back in here. We could put this cam in here. So that takes us up to 58 rated. This striker takes us up to 60 rated. So we're just a couple of positions. I could probably complete Al Hazem now. Let me go and have a look at a couple of midfielders from the concepts. If these midfielders are coming in, right mid we already have. A centre-back, a centre-mid, or a left mid is what we need. So let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. And let's have a look at the first centre-back that pops up. And a CDM and a centre-back. If these guys are 200 coins, we could be as good as done. So I'd also need... that's our rating done. We're a little short on chemistry there. That's us done, just a little bit short on rating. So if him up there, how about that? If these are 200 coin bronzes, I'm now picking them up. And we're completing our first league SBC. Now it looks like he's being price fixed for some reason at 40. There's way too many of him here for him to be more than like a 300-400 coin bronze. There you go, 708 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to go search for him. So he's probably coming in at... So he's 500 for Harzan. And this gets us a small Prime Electrum Players pack. I'd pay a few... Oh, wow. He is literally 200 coins for this guy. Is he the right club still? Yeah. So let me find... There we go. So we'll pick up him for 200. Could have got him at 150 as well if I was being a bit more diligent. The CDM coming in. He's also 200. So it's just that left mid that's going to cost us. There you go. 200 for him. We can find a way to get that in for a 200 coin player instead of a 400 coin player. We've done our first league SBC here today, or not league, but team. It's just about whether or not we can get a 200 coin player. See, this guy's 450, so he's cheaper. Now, if we put him in here and the goalkeeper up here, that's it. So for 600 coins, maybe 700 coins, we're going to get ourselves another pack. And this is where, guys, it starts coming home. Okay, what was it? 450 for the left mid. So 450 for the centre-back. And if the left mid's 450 as well, then it doesn't really matter which one we buy. Let's go and double-check for the left mid. If there's somebody's maybe popped him up at 400 for us. No. So 500 for the left mid or 450 for the centre-back. And that is it. Done, dudes. And that all comes from packing that cam from one of the other packs. Just brilliant. And I honestly feel like now the cycle is really starting to kick in. And it's because I forgot about Marquee matchup. So 450 for Al Harbi. I could definitely get him for like 300 or so on open bid. And I will typically do that like I did with the other bronzes earlier today. But that's our first league SBC completed. Like team. Our first league SBC team completed. And that adds another pack to the store. So think about where we're going to be after we open all these packs. And this all stems from nothing. We had nothing in the club. That's Alessandrini. That's a decent pull. That's not bad at all. 4 brand new players. We'll hold on to these players for now as well. I'm not in a rush for coins anymore. Because we've started, like, this is where it really starts to snowball now. It really does. We're going to start seeing big profit turns. Small Prime Electrum Players Pack. I'm so excited for this because this is our first League SBC that's been completed. So what is it going to get for us? No boards. Just a rare gold. Italian, which is nice. Obviously, might sell for... Oh, Crescito's a really good card. We could sell him for 1,000 coins. A Spurs player as well for Eric Dyer there. And English. Alonso. And then two off leagues and then 1 League SBC there. Not too bad, though. Another 6 players into the club, all tradable again. And then we get a Premium Gold Players Pack and a Prime Gold Players Pack. And it doesn't matter what we get here. This is 24 players going into the club that are tradable. And gold, which is just fantastic. And I know this video is going to end up being a little bit long. But look at that, guys. That is beautiful. Throwing all of these 12 players into the club is just fantastic. Worst case scenario, we could just sell or discard them if we're desperate for coins. And then a Prime Gold Players Pack. Come on, give us our first board, EA. I'm not looking for a walkout. Give us our first board from a Prime Gold Players Pack. We get our first board. Come on. Who's it going to be? Italian. CDM. It's De Rossi that we just got. There you go. So I'm glad now that I used his untradeable. We get back Daniele De Rossi, 83 rated. We do get... Oh, fantastic. Now, Bender is an expensive card. And I'm going to sell him because we're way off of completing that League SBC. He can go... Merit might be... If Merit's over 1,000, we'll sell him. He is over 1,000. Oh, no, he's not. There you go. But that's where we're at now. And now, guys, with De Rossi and Juan Mata, that's fantastic. 283s. If 83s boom in price, we'll sell those off. we've put our account into a humongous position, a brilliant position, and with marquee matchups again tomorrow. Look at that. I can't tell you how happy that makes me, seeing that Saudi Professional League say 1 out of 16. I can't tell you how happy it makes me. We're just in a great spot now. Today has transformed everything, and it's excited me a lot. Once that silver sells, and once this transfer list kind of like half starts selling, we'll be well in excess of 40,000 coins again, and we will have, I want to say, 30 to 40,000 coins worth of tradable bronze, golds and silvers on the market. I mean, we've got 4. Look already, guys. We're up to 5 pages of golds now, and so people struggle to get hold of this idea. We've got 6 pages of silvers and golds that are tradable. And it's starting to come into fruition, guys. When marquee matchups drops again on like tomorrow, we'll be able to put some more equity into the club. In the meantime, I'll carry on grinding bronzes and silver upgrades, and it's starting to come together. So I know today was another long video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.